Hi, it's Sarah. I'm back after a week as promised. This week I wanted to talk about having a healthy mentality towards dieting because I feel like this channel has been a bit disorganized, or at least things have changed a lot, and that's because my attitude has changed towards dieting. So in the beginning I started this just to document my Cambridge weight plan because I wanted to show people how much weight you can lose every week and how successful it can be. Now, I think that that's kind of, it's useful in the beginning because I know when you're trying to diet, the reason you're doing it is for results. And it's very encouraging to see that what you're doing is going to lead to those results. So my intentions were good, but I don't know, I think with a diet like that, I guess you have to have the goal in mind because it is so strict and so difficult, at least on plan 1A that I was. Sorry, step 1A. So then knowing what you can achieve and that it is worth it was my intention. That's why I had the channel in the first place and started documenting everything. Since then, obviously last week I tried going keto. So I guess I have a couple of weeks experience of that on and off. Again, I was just going from one restriction to another, and it did seem like a better deal. And I wasn't as hungry. Like, the one thing I do like about keto, is that I was really satiated. But I was having, and I know this passes, my body was adapting and bathroom situation was a bit intense. My body didn't, it was, I don't know, I felt nauseous quite a lot, and I'd be out exercising and I'd just feel just gross, like gastrointestinally, and I think it takes a while to get used to it, your body used to it. And the reason why I stopped is because now I have about 2 weeks until my brother's wedding, when obviously I'm not going to be able to control what I'm eating, and straight after that I'm going to Peru for a month, staying with a family who are going to be choosing my meals basically. So I thought that starting something that's quite, well, that takes a while to get into, it's not as quick as with Cambridge. 3 or 4 days later I was in ketosis, and I don't know, you saw the results really quickly, whereas with a ketogenic diet, I think it takes your body a couple of weeks to get used to it. And I don't know, I didn't want to get so far into it and then have to come back out, because it is quite an intense thing. And yeah, so at the minute I'm just sort of calorie counting, just so I don't gain the weight back. And what I've started doing also is insanity workout again, which is intense, but I remember, the thing is, the reason why I haven't done it up to this point is because I've been so heavy that I haven't felt able to do a workout like that. Now that I have lost 20 pounds, I feel sorry, not obviously what I was when I used to do the insanity workout, but I feel like it was doable. I would have to stop multiple times during the course of the insanity workout, I know that, but I think my body would really benefit. Sorry, mine. Gross, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. So yeah, so at the minute I'm just calorie counting because I don't like the idea of restriction right now. I just can't, I just think it's an unhealthy habit. Although, I mean, calorie counting is restriction, it's just not as restrictive. If I have 1500 calories and I can eat whatever I want with that, ideally I would like to track my macros and make sure that that's all sort of balanced or whatever I'm going for. But that freedom of knowing that you can eat what you want within these bounds, and you're not going to gain weight, and if you work out you're probably going to help your body, that feels good right now. However, I know I've only got a few weeks till the wedding, and you know, this whole thing was about that initially. The whole reason why I started losing weight, the whole reason why I started doing videos. Now that I've gotten more into it, that isn't really the goal. At this point, I feel very empowered because I feel like losing weight is is achievable, and the journey towards it is not what I thought it was. And I think it's not what we're accustomed to in this society. Like, when you think of dieting, you think it's going to be really difficult, you're going to be miserable, but you're going to lose weight. That's it. Whereas the reality is you can do it a lot slower, with a healthier mindset, and you can still achieve what you want, but it will be at a slower pace. But it's more sustainable, and you can continue it, because the thing is, it kind of is a lifestyle change. Because if you lose weight doing a certain thing and then you don't have a healthy relationship with food, maybe because of that, or even from before, you go back to eating what you were before, you're going to gain the weight back at some point. That's just inevitable unless you change something. So I think going from the extreme, if you go on an extreme diet and you do lose a lot of weight, that's great. I always had the idea that when I did lose the weight I wanted to, the extreme way I thought I wanted to do it, that I would calorie count after, so that I can make sure that I'm not gaining weight and keep an eye on my weight and that sort of thing. Now my idea is I want to calorie count I mean, this changes all the time, and that's kind of the main point that I want to make in this video, is that your weight loss journey is like, from the minute you decide to lose weight to the minute that you reached your goal weight or whatever, it doesn't really end there, because you're still going to be maintaining. You're always going to be concerned with what you're eating, not necessarily in an unhealthy way. And you can make it a positive experience if you, I don't know, just go with what makes you comfortable. And that's the thing with diets in general, is they have this plan for you, it works, that's all good, but what about the psychological aspect of that? And I think that's what I've learned the most through this losing weight and documenting it on YouTube. It's just that the way I feel about what I'm doing and my relationship with my body, and just, I don't know, my mentality in general is so important, and it affects everything. Because I don't know, I don't want to be constantly thinking, oh, I only have 14 days left of this and then I can eat normally, because that's not really the case. Right now it's just, I'm on this road to losing this weight. How quickly or how fast I get there is up to me and what I'm actually doing in the present moment. But regardless of what I'm doing, I'm not gaining weight. I'm on that journey of losing weight. There will be detours, but I think that's the good thing about the fact that I have been switching up my diet a bit lately, because of psychological reasons. You know, I've been thinking, oh, you know, I really feel inclined to try keto, and before, my idea would be, okay, well, that's not going to work, you have to stick to what you're doing and reach your goal and that sort of thing. But since experimenting, going off plan, going on a different diet, going off, having cheat days, and noticing that my weight gain is not immediate, although it seemed like it. I've just been becoming a lot more knowledgeable about weight loss in general, because when I first had a binge when I was on Cambridge and I gained 10 pounds. I didn't gain 10 pounds, it was water weight, which I wasn't completely knowledgeable about, really. We hear the term going around, but it really did apply, because I weighed myself the next day and I've magically lost 9 pounds. So yeah, all of that is great, and it's also really good because we sort of demonize having a binge or breaking your diet. Oh, you're gonna gain all the weight back. Well, no, I didn't. I mean, I've had quite a few days of eating normal food, even binging to some extent some days, and not really gaining weight. However, through me experimenting and not really applying anything too long, I've maintained. So I I haven't lost weight for like, I don't know, a good few weeks now, or I've lost and gained back, and I'm just sort of stable at the minute. But in a way I'm happy with that, because I've learned how to have a better relationship with food, and I think probably from my years of dieting I've created quite an unhealthy relationship with food. So now I'm trying to develop a better mentality, and every day I'm getting closer to that, and yeah, it's nice. So I'm learning new things every single day. I don't really know what the future holds for me. I just know that I'm trying different things, and I'm seeing how my body reacts to it, but not just my body, my mind also. So trying to juggle those two things is quite challenging sometimes, because there's a side of me that's like, oh, I just want to lose loads of weight. Like, I just want to go, I have Cambridge products downstairs, I just want to go on them. I know I'll lose weight, and great. But psychologically, I don't feel like I can do that right now. I don't feel like, I guess because it is still the beginning of my weight loss journey, I just feel inclined to try different things. To work out my body and see how that feels. And okay, I'm rambling now, but I guess the main thing I wanted to say is just that your weight loss journey is your weight loss journey, and you are on it from the moment you decide you are. You haven't messed it up. If you go on a detour or you try something different, you're just experimenting and finding out how your body and your mind react to different changes and what works best for you. And I think that everybody is completely different, and it's something that I thought was kind of rebellious before. You know, if you order a pizza, oh god, I'm such a terrible person, and but no. I think nothing is off limits. As long as, you know, just have a common sense approach to things. I know it helps sometimes to be really strict, I was the same way. I have to stick to the 3 Cambridge meals a day. I will lose weight. Great. Maybe in the beginning I needed that sort of discipline, and everyone's different. I mean, maybe you need that discipline for a longer time. Maybe I still need it now. Like, I don't know. I think once you've made the decision to lose weight, whichever way you do it, whichever works best for you, is great. So I'm just gonna keep riding the wave. I haven't given up. I'm still basically I'm still in a caloric deficit, and I'm still being active-ish. Depends on the day, what I've eaten and how I feel and all that sort of thing. And yeah, I'm just trying different things. I probably will go back on keto because I do want to experiment with that for a longer period of time. I just know that now I've just got a few weeks left until I have to fit into this dress, and I've actually ordered another one, a bigger size, just because I don't know, back then my goal was, okay, I want to be a certain weight by this wedding, and that's the thing that I'm doing it for. I don't really care about being big, you know, it's just for my brother's wedding pictures. Because I felt like I'm not superficial, you know, I don't really care. But then I've learned through this journey that I'm so sorry about this. It's just that I feel better weighing less, and I feel healthier, and I feel more in control of my food habits, and my mentality is better. So it's the goal has changed. It's not just for his wedding anymore. So then I feel like the rush is not really there. I'm not doing this for that anymore. I'm doing this, I'm in this for the long term. And if it takes me longer, but I get there in a healthier way, like mentally, then I'd much rather do that. So I think me being super strict and me having a deadline, that deadline's gone away now. Like, there is no deadline now. Just having a better relationship with food and maintaining the weight you want to be, getting there in the first place, is important, and it's something that doesn't happen in 12 weeks. So yeah, I'll continue updating on here just because I feel like I learn a lot, and I don't know, everyone who's dieting, we're kind of all in this little club because it's not easy. And yeah, I do find it motivating, and I think it's great that we share these things because the way society views dieting is pretty unhealthy, and I'm learning that most of all. So yeah, I'll be back next week. Bye.